What does money mean to you? Welcome back to my channel, or if you guys are new here, welcome. My name is Sana. So on this channel, I share with you messages and signs from angels and spirit guides, and today I felt guided to introduce to you Archangel Ariel, who is the angel of the earth, so she can help you with your material needs, such as jobs, money, housing, food, and anything practical. So sometimes I think of her as a human because she knows when to be practical. And there's nothing wrong with being spiritual, but if you guys are very spiritual people, then you still need to ground yourself, right? And this is actually a continuation of my previous video about manifestation with Archangel Raziel, because he was talking about abundance, prosperity. And when you think of the word abundance, of course it doesn't have to be money, but at the end of the day, we are human. We all need money in order to live in this world. And we need to embrace those physical things as well, which is why I decided to ask Archangel Ariel this time what money is, or what money means in the spirit world. And the answer was actually very simple. She was like, money is like the ocean. So I was like, okay, what exactly does that mean? And then she showed me this image of ourselves floating in the ocean, which means, if I understand her message correctly, money is everywhere. Money is all around you. It's for everybody, which is called abundance. So she's saying before attracting money or trying to attract money into your life or improve your financial situation or learn about money, you must believe that money is everywhere. Money is abundant. Have you ever heard somebody saying, like, in order to attract more abundance into your life, you must first believe that you have it already? To be honest with you guys, I didn't understand that before, but now I get it with this image of ourselves floating in the ocean, because you're already in the ocean, right? Meaning you have money already. It's already attached to you guys. It's already around you. And she's like, just because somebody is floating in the ocean doesn't mean that you can't do the same thing, because it's for everybody, like I said. That's why it's called abundance. Okay? And then the next thing I've been shown is waves in the ocean, the tides of the ocean, and she gives me two examples, the meanings for this image. The first meaning is about our income ups and downs. So when you receive a bonus, promotion, or when you work extra hours, or the same thing with passive income, it depends on, for example, take YouTube channel as an example, or it could be a blog, but you know what I mean? Like it depends on what kind of video or content you put out there. The number of subscribers or the number of views will be different. So your income goes up and down like waves. You may have heard of, saying that money is like energy, but yeah, it's true, because Ariel is showing me these waves, so money is like energy. And the other meaning for this image is about giving and receiving. But she's like, Sana, no, it's the opposite. So she's saying it's about receiving and giving, not giving and receiving, because without money, without receiving money, you can't spend it, right? Anyway, so it has to be given to you first. You don't have to earn it, you don't have to make it, because it's coming to you, if that makes sense. So you must receive it first in order to use it, in order to give it, in order to spend it, if that makes sense. So now I want to know, okay, now I'm getting better at, understanding what money is, but at the end of the day, why is it that some people have more money than other people, right? Or is it just me to think that way? And the answer again was very simple. She's like, it depends on how much you love the ocean. Money. And I was like, I already like money. I already love money. I want more money into my life, but why is it that I'm not attracting it yet? And she's like, because she's asking you this question now. She's like, do you love the ocean, but also do you love swimming in the ocean? Or do you know how to swim in the ocean? Or do you love the ocean but are afraid of swimming in the ocean, if that makes sense? So she has a point, you know what I mean? Even if you love money, even if you want money, if you don't know how to swim in the ocean, meaning relationship with money, have a better or loving relationship with money, then it's a different story. So, she also, not only that, she also talks about how much we can handle the waves. So I don't want to use the word poor, but one of the reasons why some people are struggling with their finances is because they don't know how to handle the waves. And she's using, okay, I've been shown this image of the waves again, but she's calling those small waves as part-time jobs, and the bigger waves, um, full-time job. So she's like, imagine yourself surfing for the first time. You know what I mean? So if you surf for the first time, or if you swim in the ocean for the first time, you're gonna step into the water, but you may be a little bit cautious, right? And you may not want to catch the bigger waves on your first day because it's your first time. You don't want to drown yourself, you don't want to fail. But she's like, everybody was once a beginner, so it's okay to fail, first of all, but you may want to start with those small waves, and once you get used to it, you can try the bigger waves to catch, if that makes sense. And actually, one of the cards I pulled for this video was called Friendship from Mermaid's Oracle Cards by Doreen Virtue. And I didn't understand that before, but now I get it. You know, friendship means how, it's about how you can be friends with the ocean, with money. So it's about your relationship with money, right? The more you love the ocean, or the better relationship you have with the ocean, or it could be that, the more you love the ocean and know become how to become friends with the ocean, the better relationship you can have with money, if that makes sense. So that's why it's important that, first of all, money is abundant, money is everywhere, because she's been underlying the word abundance. So she's saying that what you believe will become reality. It's not the opposite, you know what I mean? Because we us, have a tendency to believe what we see. Therefore, we believe that, okay, let's say you're struggling with your finances right now, or you've been broke, or you don't have a job, or something like that. And chances are that you think, okay, I don't have money right now, I don't have a job, right? But Ariel is like, if you believe that you don't have it, it becomes reality, which is why it's important to believe, first of all, that you have it already. Does that make sense? Imagine yourself floating in the ocean, you have water with you already around you. So yeah, that's another message I'm picking up on from Ariel. And I talked about what money is and how, another message I'm getting about money is that, sure, so you love money, but what if you're afraid of swimming in the ocean? Or what if you're afraid of riding the waves, or surfing still? Then you have to be aware of your fear around money, about the waves, you know what I mean? And she is saying that, well, actually, she's like, you gotta share your financial fear with your friends to you guys. So I'm gonna give you guys some examples. So if it was the old me, I would say something like, money is scary, money is gonna hurt somebody, because I've seen somebody, including my friends or family members, struggle with finances, which is why I never felt safe talking about money or comfortable talking about my income. Because I feel like money is gonna bring some drama, or it's gonna hurt somebody, or somebody's gonna get jealous if I talked about money or something like that. So I was never never felt safe talking about money. And last but not least, I always think that money is conditional when money is unconditional, right? According to Ariel, because you're already floating in the ocean. So the reason why I said it is because for some reason money was so hard to earn for me. So I always felt like I had to do something in order to receive it. So even if I receive money from somebody, I felt bad. I was receiving it with guilt or apologies. Like, I felt bad for receiving it. I suck at receiving it, first of all. So I used to think that if I don't have a job, money won't come to me. But Ariel is like, that's not true. Yes, you may need a job, but even if you don't have a job, you cannot think that money will come to you only through jobs. For example, what if you receive donations from somebody, or you found a coin on the ground while you're walking outside? So it's not just the one. She's talking about our source of income. So just because you don't have a job, just because you have a job, doesn't mean that that's the only way to receive money. You might receive it from your friends, or you can borrow it from somebody else. You see what I mean? So that's why it's limiting us, some of us, from attracting more abundance, even if you want to attract more, if that makes sense. So that's, some of the fears that I had around finances before. And then she's showing me another image of our phone with the phone charger. So I was like, okay, please tell me what that means. So she's like, when you bought your phone, was your phone charged or was your phone dead? In my case though, my phone was charged when I bought it. So that's the same thing with, again, about receiving and giving. Without a phone charger, without being charged, you can't use your phone, right? Without money, without receiving money, you can't even use money, right? So that's why it's important how open we are to receiving. Because you recharge your battery, which is why you can use it. You're gonna be in this active mode, giving. But what if you lose your battery? What would you do? Recharge again, right? So, and she's like, the reason why you're not afraid of using your phone, one of the many reasons is because, well, simply, you know that you can always recharge your phone. Abundance again. You know that you can always, even if you lost your phone charger, you can always ask somebody to borrow it, or you can buy a new one, right? So just because you lose it, just because you lose your battery or lose your phone charger, doesn't mean that it's gonna be the end of the world. I may sound exaggerating, but I hope you get the idea of what I'm trying to say. So that's why money is abundant. Okay? And another example could be, actually speaking from my own experience, but I had a stomach flu last week. I was sick in bed. I was not able to move because I was really tired and I was sick, yeah. But, and then she's talking about receiving again. So even if you want to use your energy, even if you want to give something to other people, if you're out of energy, there's nothing you can do about but sleep, but rest, right? So that's why you need to be open to receiving. That's why you're going to be receptive, not active, right? And she's like, what if you're sleeping because you're sick and somebody comes into your room and says, hey, let's go outside and let's go jogging or let's go on a walk? Probably you would say no, right? Because you have a fever, you're tired, you can't do anything, you don't want to move anyway. But you could always ask this person for help, saying something like, could you get me something to drink because I'm sick right now? Or could you get me some vitamins or pills because I'm sick right now, right? So that's why you're receiving it. You're receiving help. You're receiving energy. So that's why it's called receiving, not giving, right? But because I've been drawn to your childhood right now for some reason, that's what Ariel is showing me. But she's asking you, what was your relationship like with your parents, or with your siblings, or with money, or how they dealt with money? Did they always talk about something negative about money, or were they struggled with finances before, or were they in debt for some reason. So if you had some fears or trauma around finances, then it's difficult for you guys to attract more money or abundance into your life. And Ariel is saying that some of you guys are good at spending, good at giving your energies to somebody, but not good at saving it. So, and the reason why you guys are good at using it is because, again, she's like, share your experience with your friends. So I'm gonna tell you guys today, but I was so good at spending it. I was so good at using money. I mean, money comes and goes, but I was not good at saving it because I always felt like I had to do something. I've always felt like I had to use money to fulfill myself, fulfill my life, because I never felt good enough. So because of my insecurity, because of this lack mindset, scarcity mindset, I would always like spend money on the things that may not be necessarily important. So for example, I was taking lots of online courses like cooking classes and music classes, singing classes, angel oracle cards classes. There's nothing wrong with those courses. The courses were themselves were good, but I spend money on a lot of things like that to fulfill myself because I never felt good enough. But at the end of the day, I realized that I was trying to seek validation from other people, which is why I never felt good enough, so I would use my resources not wisely, right? That's why it's good to use your resources, but you have to be careful with how you use it, okay? And another image I've been shown now is some of you guys holding on to money so tightly. And the reason why you guys are holding on to money so tightly is because, Ariel, please tell me why, is because some of you guys are afraid of using it, or some of you guys are afraid of receiving it. Or you may think, okay, I may get paid monthly or weekly, but what if I lose them all? Or what if I don't receive it? Or I don't know when to receive it, kind of. So something has to do with receiving again. So if you always felt like, think about your childhood, or I don't know who is watching this video, but if you always felt like on the go, if you always felt like you have to do something, you never felt safe receiving or recharging your battery or resting, because if you rest, your parents gonna say something to you, or they always gonna check on you or something, so you always feel like you had to do something to take care of your family or stuff like that, and then you're not in the receptive mode, you're always in the active mode, right? Because you're always using your phone pretty much when your battery is getting low, but you're still using it, right? So that's why she's talking about how important it is to be open to receiving. When you're tired, it's okay, it's safe to receive, right? But though, you know, what if I hear some of you guys saying, Sana, okay, now I get the idea of what money is, and I'm aware of my financial fears, and I'm letting them go already, and I've been asking money for angels, or yeah, for the universe, but still not getting it. So what's causing, or what's blocking me from attracting it? And here comes another angel, archangel named Zarokiel. I hope I pronounced his name correctly, but to me, he is like the angel of balance. And actually, I recently published a novel on my blog page called Traveling with the Angels. It talks about my healing process to remember who I was. It's made of 22 short stories. So every time you read a story, you get to meet one of those archangels I work and connect with. But this time, Archangel Zarokiel is talking about letting go of our outcome, attachment to an outcome, and control, because it's another thing that's blocking us from attracting what we want, which I want to talk about in my next video. So if you guys are already aware of your financial fears and understood what your what money is and change their perspectives around money, but still not attracting it or having a hard time attracting what you want, then that's another reason. There is another reason that's causing you or blocking you from attracting it, which could be your attachment to outcome or control. So if you guys are still interested, I would be posting a video about this next time, so please stay tuned and subscribe to this channel, and hit the like button if you like this kind of video, because I would love to share more information with you guys by asking archangels. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. And also I have my Instagram page, and like I said, I just published my novel, and you get to meet a lot of different archangels. So if you guys are interested, please make sure to follow my Instagram and check out my novel. Alright, so thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys in my next video soon. Bye bye.